Good morning. Oh, wait, hold on, that's a little bit loud. There we go. Good morning. Slash good afternoon, slash good evening, wherever you are in the world. No matter how you're doing. Welcome, one and all. It is 10... Let's make that more comfortable. It is 10:44. 44 minutes past 10 in the morning here in South Korea. Welcome to a media analysis stream. I'll tell you what that's all about today in a few moments. For now, get yourself settled, incorporated. Make sure you have some water, drink in your hand. Coffee and tea will be fine as well. If you think that coffee is dehydrating, you have fallen prey to an urban myth. It is liquid. It hydrates you just as well as any other liquid. But of course, water is king. As always, water is the best way to hydrate yourself. Make sure you're being nice to yourself. Say something nice about yourself today. If it feels a little bit weird, that's fine. It just means you haven't done it a lot, which is a little bit sad. You should do that more. Say something nice about yourself, and be sure to be kind. Today, we're talking about all sorts of different media, and we'll get to that. I'd love to know how you're doing today, how your day's been going. Give me your mental health out of 10, your physical health out of 10. It's great. Also, I've just realized, unfortunately... Hold on, if I turn this up... Wait. Is something weird happening in the... Is something weird happening in the speakers? Like, the speakers seem to be doing very, very weird things. Maybe it's just because the volume... Oh, there we go. Okay. It's just what the waveform was doing such strange things because of the nature of the song we were listening to. Anyway, I'd love to know how you've been feeling today. Tell me your tell me like a good memory that's happened today, or a bad one maybe. My day has just begun, so nothing really has happened. But true to form in the media discussion stream, I have someone I follow on TikTok called Sylvia. I don't know her. I can't remember her last name, but her name is Sylvia. She is a therapist and a psychologist, and she offers therapy services and stuff, and she uses TikTok to talk about, like, you know, her experiences. Basically, as someone who started watching Dr. Mick first, she reminds me very much of him. Except when he talks about video games, she talks about movies. And she goes into, like, a lot of kids' movies, interestingly. So recently she's done Lilo and Stitch and talked about integrating the self with the shadow, which was very, very interesting. And the next one she talked about was... the one she's now talking about currently, she's just started, is the Inside Out movies, which is phenomenal. I'm so excited. I've watched the first part as I was getting ready for stream. And she's just so good with it, man. She's very clearly, like, she knows what she's about. Like, she's very clearly, she's very, like, knowledgeable, and I'm learning a lot from her. Yeah, so I really like her content. You should go check her out if you want to. Her name is Sylvia, and she, like, her tagline is Beyond Therapy. Like, she talks about what happens when you're finished with therapy. Like, you've got therapy, but now what do you do? And she helps, like, give practical advice for that kind of stuff. It's really, really, really cool. Yeah. Alfred has a perfect story for this day. Oh my god. Well, considering it's Friday night, are you able to jump into stream and give me a story? And when you do, I want you to tell me what your story is about, so we can have a little picture in the background for what we'll be talking about, just for my own editing purposes. I think I know what story Fergus is going to tell. What? Wait, listen, I know I knew that you had these, like, secret trysts in the back. But it appears that you know just everything about each other before even coming in. I'm trying to join VC, but my laptop is being a poop. Oh no. Like a 6 or 7 out of 10. Hey, that's pretty good considering you're nursing a broken elbow. That's pretty impressive. I'm a solid 4 out of 10. Slight headache and no energy. Okay. That's fair. Alfred, I'm pretty sure. Hang on. Good morning, sir. Wait, I can't hear you. I need to change my audio device. There you go. Good morning, sir. Wait, I just realized I haven't heard your voice in quite some time.
It's been a while.
That's quite crazy. That's quite crazy. But hello nonetheless. Okay. Hold on. It's a little more than a tryst at this point. We've been going back and forth all day. Alright, well, we don't have to do that many details. That's fine. I'm sorry you're having a headache, though.
It's just work.
Oh boy. Well, you're not at work now. Now you get to chill and talk about media, which is great. I'd love to know like what everyone's been watching lately. I think that'd be a good intro. Like, what are you watching? Like, what media have you been consuming? We'll start with Alfred. Alfred, what media have you been consuming?
I would like to start off with a question.
Sure.
If Lady Gaga exists, what happened to Sir Google?
Excellent. This is an excellent question. I mean, just because we don't hear about Sir Gugu doesn't mean that he didn't exist. You know what I mean? I think it's weird that you would assume that just because Sir Gugu didn't have the spotlight that Lady Gaga has, doesn't mean that Sir Gugu is not worth talking about. What do you think happened to Sir Gugu?
I think Sir Gugu fell off.
I mean, I don't think he ever got on because I've never heard of him. So I don't know if like, did he ever blow up at all? Like, do you know any of his stuff? Is any of his material any good?
I don't know. I've never heard of him either. Which is what I think he fell off before I had a chance to hear of him.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Oh God.
I saw that as a TikTok.
Okay. I felt I don't know what happened, but something in me said this was not an original thought. Don't know what it was.
I sent that to Taters, and now my For You page has just been flooded with that guy.
Oh no. Okay.
So I'm probably gonna be unbearable for the next like week.
Oh no. Wait, who did it? Who is wait, is it just content that's exactly like that? Because that
yes.
That Jesus. Okay.
It is the same two guys that I've been seeing all day, but it's that style of joke.
Okay. Good to know.
But to actually answer your question, I've been listening to a lot of music, mainly a large chunk of it being Rare Americans, because they just released part 3 to Brittle Bones Nikki.
Rare Americans. What genre are they?
Yeah. Guess who arrived?
Hey, what's up? Hello, good morning.
What's up? It's actually nighttime for me. Actually nighttime for me.
Oh, nice. All right. Alfred, please continue. What genre are they?
I don't do genres well. I would say punk.
Oh, what? I thought you were going to shock me and say anything other than punk. But sure, that works too.
Wikipedia calls them alternative rock.
Alternative rock. Okay, all right, that's fine.
Which makes sense because they are like a more.
As well.
You like alternative rock? Sick. Very cool.
But that was the actual story that I had that I was actually referring to was in reference to Brittle Bones Nikki 3.
Nice. Okay.
Woo!
All right, so tell me tell me the story. Go ahead.
So the 3 songs are about a man named Nikki, also known as Brittle Bones Nikki.
Okay, cool. Does he have brittle bone syndrome?
I don't think so. It's a nickname that was picked up from a bully of his from foster care.
Oh boy. Okay.
The song, his stories are mainly just about how, like, the cards he's being dealt in life are just insane. They're awful. But specifically in 3, I'll just get to the story with this.
Yeah.
It's about how after he goes to jail for accidentally killing the said bully, he gets a crappy job, falls in love with a girl in first sight, joins the circus she works for, and gosh, words.
The
winds
story
up
is great so far.
I'm not great right now. Terrible. Anyway, so the song is about how he falls in love with this girl,
Yes.
joins the circus she works for.
Yes.
Obviously, this is a circus. The guy running the circus is probably not the greatest guy.
Sure. Since he runs
So
a circus.
he has her papers.
Okay.
So he effectively controls her life,
Right.
keeping her at the circus.
Wait, Nikki is a her? Or is the
No,
girl that Nikki's falling in love with? Okay.
Yes. And
Okay,
so she asks him to steal the papers and the money he has stashed away so
Yeah.
they can go and sneak away and live their own good life. Except she winds up betraying him.
Oh no.
And-
How does she betray him?
Yeah. She lets him take the fall with the not great people running the circus and makes away clean.
Oh my god.
And it's an amazing song, especially if you listen to the first 2 because it calls back to it a couple of times.
Oh my goodness.
But the betrayal is obviously a sort of twist.
Yeah.
However, if you pay attention to the bridge of the song, you can see it coming.
Right.
The first bridge is about how nobody's looking out for him in the city that he's in. He's all alone.
Yeah.
The exact line is, "Nobody's looking out for me. I'm all alone in shit city." And then when the bridge comes back around to lead into this, or when the bridge comes back around a second time, he said, it's again, "No one's looking out for me. I'm all alone in this circus city." Talking about how he's now at the circus.
Yeah.
And then that leads into the chorus, which leads into the 3rd verse,
Right.
which is the woman that he's fallen in love with asking him to steal the papers. And that's yes. Oh, fuck, where was I? I feel my headspace is just great right now.
No
But
worries,
yeah,
everyone. Alfred has a headache. Don't be mean. It's fine. Also, hold that thought for a second. Right. So, if I have this right, and I think I'm gonna use paint to visualize this. Just hold on a second. Okay. So, oh no. Oh
yeah,
no,
just paint.
paint is a black background for this. Wait, what? Why? Why is paint just a black
School's
background?
dead.
Hang on.
Uh-oh.
I need
Black
to like
background is
School is
better anyway. Just use white paint.
No. I mean like it's not telling me
Oh.
it's just a black screen.
Uh-oh.
Damn. This is not good. Okay, I can't actually. Damn it! I can't draw with paint. No. Okay, we're gonna have to. All right, you guys gonna have to hold your brains in one place. All right, as we talk about this. If I have this right, we have Nikki falls in love with a girl who's part of the circus, and then the girl needs papers to leave the circus from the circus conductor, and Nikki helps her get them? Question mark.
Yes.
Okay, so we're doing all right. So that's the
But it's oh gosh, because the breakdown of the song is verse 1 is him the lead up to, or it's the explanation of he went to jail, now he's got a shit job in a shit city.
Yeah.
And then we get the bridge of nobody's looking out for him. The chorus, verse 2 is him falling in love with girl running off to circus.
Okay, cool.
Bridge 2 is him saying, I'm still all alone even at the circus that I joined, having fallen in love with this woman.
Okay.
And if you're thinking about it, wait, if he's joined this to get with a woman, shouldn't that woman also be looking out for him?
So he joins the circus to make sure that she gets a thing, but then, or that she gets free. But now he's part of the circus, so isn't he like trapped as well as her now? That seems
He
odd.
hasn't asked for his help yet. That's what I'm.
Oh,
Bridge
no.
2.
Wait, what do you mean?
So Bridge 2 is him saying he's alone. That leads into the chorus 2, which leads into verse 3.
Oh no, he's the
where
bad
she finally
guy.
asked for his help.
Okay. So
she asked for his help after he mentions being alone.
Yeah.
So if you're paying attention, you should already be thinking, wait, if he's alone,
Yeah, this is weird.
and she's asking for his help.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah.
But if you don't pick up on that right away, you're like, oh, okay, he's falling with this woman. She's asking for his help.
This just seems fine. Yeah.
And then the other shoe drops, and it's like, she betrayed him? How dare she?
So she put him in the circus so that she could escape, and then she just left him there.
Well, she didn't leave him in the circus. He does run away from the circus. He gets away as well.
Oh, okay.
But
okay.
she makes off with her papers and the money, and he gets nothing but the circus people looking for him with guns.
Oh god. Okay.
Oh
Yeah,
my god.
Circus people are crazy. The
Circus
kind of,
people are crazy already.
the stories I hear about not crazy as in like bad. I mean like the security that they have. Like circus people, they have their own internal security. Like, and they have they have their own sort of ways of dealing with people. It's very
Also the
scary.
carnival gates at circuses. Also the carnival gates at circuses being a big scam.
Oh yeah, I'm sure lots of them
yeah.
are. Yeah. Anyway, continue.
Something that I had, or one of the comments for the music video also pointed out. There's a section at the end. There's a section that calls back to the first Brittle Bones Nikki song.
Yeah.
Where in the first song, he winds up in prison for like a couple of decades and winds up seeing his prison buddy getting
Oh god,
ranked.
so the story's not over. So now he's in prison for running away from the circus.
Oh, this is a separate thing. This is a callback to the section, the actual like lyrics of the song is a callback to the first song, which is what's happening now.
Okay. Cool.
But in that, his immediate thought is, I don't care what happens to me, as long as my friend as long as my friend is safe. And the actual the line, I'm blanking on it, or the section I'm blanking on right now, but it's oh man, I had it stuck in my head all day and now I can't remember it.
Yeah.
I'd have to watch it really quickly.
I remember.
But
I remember when that was. It's just one part. That's what's stuck in my head too.
Cool. Go on, Alfred.
Hold on.
Isn't that always the way? You've said
Taters!
That's what
Taters,
it is.
you've said something that's actually so directly related to the thing I recently watched with Arachizi. Hello, Taters. Oh god.
Echo.
Oh no, what's happening?
Taters, you're picking up the stream.
Taters, I'm hearing you twice. Please fix it. Oh no.
Is that better?
Yes, that's
Yes.
better. There you go.
That's a lot better.
I don't know why it's not working. I'll be right back.
Well, I mean, I can hear you. Well, I mean, it was working. What do you mean? It was working. Don't go away. Okay, anyway. Yes, did you remember, Alfred?
Yes, the section goes, if it cost me my life, then save my only friend.
It's something I can live with, and I can take that to the end.
Yes, exactly.
Wait!
So it is literally, I can go ahead and die. I don't care if I die as long as my friend lives.
Wait, Gemini,
And that
did you listen to the
repeats.
same song as Alfred?
Yeah.
Wait, this is actually such a huge shock. I did not expect that you would come out and literally complete a lyric randomly out of the blue.
Yeah.
Okay, that's very
To be fair,
surprising.
this song has gotten huge.
That's sick. Oh, the song got huge? Okay, cool. So it's quite popular.
Yes.
All right.
They've gotten like 12 million organic views within a week.
Oh, what?
Ooh,
That's crazy.
that is just crazy.
Yeah, that's a lot of views. Okay.
But that
12
plays at the end after she's betrayed him. So and right before that he's like, this was so
no.
fucking cruel.
Yeah.
But then I don't care that these guys are after me. She's my friend. She's getting away.
yeah.
She's safe. That's fine with me. I don't care what happens to me now.
Wow. Okay.
And somebody had pointed that out in the comments, and I'm like, oh, now my heart's even more broken. Thank you.
Great. Very cool.
At that point, he doesn't care that she's betrayed him. It's like, okay, fuck it. My
Yeah.
life is shit.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
oh, man. I mean, things we do for love. Have you talked about Over the Garden Wall? I was going to talk about Over the Garden Wall, but I was waiting for Alfred to finish his story. That's quite the story.
It is.
I think I don't know if I've listened to the song, but if it's this popular, I might have listened to like a clip of it or a piece of it on TikTok at some point, and maybe I just didn't realize.
linked all three of them in the Listen to This channel.
Oh, really? Okay, let's have a look. Oh, where were you? Oh, this was what I commented on because it was the kid from Coco. Yeah. Okay. Okay, cool. All right, I'll give this a look. I'll give this a listen after stream. That's great. Taters, are you back? Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, so what was happening is that I plugged in my headset, I set my headset to mute, and like I always do, and I was watching on my phone, like I always do.
Yeah.
Only for whatever reason, it joined the voice call and didn't send the audio through my headset
Wow. Nice. Cool.
for no reason.
We
And
love
I was
that.
like, okay, what the heck? So I like unplugged it and plugged it back in. It didn't work. I'm like, okay, maybe it's the adapter that I use on my headset for my phone. So I'll just take that off because I can just use the USB. That didn't work. So then I had to go through all the settings and like find out where Discord effed up for whatever reason, because it's worked every other time I've been on stream. But anyway, I think it's sorted out now.
All right. Well, welcome. What have you been watching recently?
Welcome.
Me?
Before we move on, have you
Go ahead.
chosen your boba?
I'm about to answer this. All right. So, have you? Please choose your boba. I sent you a message, but you're not answering your messages. I wanted a mango smoothie, but I think like if there's fine. We're now gonna focus on this. Hold on. I'm gonna go to their menu and check it out. There's a place called Gongcha, which is a bubble tea place, and
That's not my local mall.
Oh yeah? Do you have bubble tea there? Wait, you have Gongcha at your local mall?
Yeah.
What? That's so cool. That's like a universal, like a global franchise. It's pretty interesting. I am not sure. I'm not sure if I want a boba today. Or like a fruit, maybe like a fruit boba. I don't know. Do they have fruit boba here? Because if I saw the mango smoothie and I was like, yeah, that sounds great.
Holy crap, there's 3 locations here.
Whoa, that's cool. Yeah.
That's wild. I had no idea.
Here on just a mango smoothie would be great. Thank you. I appreciate that. I don't want anything else. I'm good. Just the mango smoothie. I don't want the wait, the mango yogurt and white pearl. Yeah, that one, because that's got boba in it. Yeah. Okay. So let me. Now I want boba. Mango. Just in case she's not listening. Mango yogurt and white pearl. Cool. I tagged her. Okay, no pearls. No, I said pearl. I want the pearls. I want the boba. I just changed my mind. You're just gonna catch up a couple seconds later.
The stream is delayed.
Yeah. The stream is a little delayed. I want like, oh my god, you can choose your percentage of sugar. What?
100%. If you do anything other than 100%, I'm disowning you.
100% sugar is just a cup of sugar.
Is that like 100% humidity where it's not actually 100%?
Yeah.
We just say 100%?
It must be.
Or is it just like a cup of white sugar with a straw in it?
Yeah, mango yogurt plus white pearl, and I'm gonna tag her again. Hang on. And ice,
Ooh,
please.
brown sugar latte.
There you go. Okay, great, cool. I'm gonna have a boba. We're gonna get it on stream. It's gonna be live. It's gonna be great.
They've got great options here.
Gongcha is great. It's a cool place. It's got lots of variety.
Literally never even heard of them. That's fantastic.
They're very famous here. Everyone's favorite bubble tea place is well, it's not like it's the bubble tea franchise here. That's the reason. It's not necessarily the favorite, it's just the one that ousted all the other competition.
What the fuck?
Wait, what? Why?
Somehow I'm watching your stream but reading the comments from the Brittlebones Nikki 3 video at the same time.
Oh.
The comments under my
you
stream
like
are on the video?
Vice versa.
No. The comments, because of the fact that live streams don't have an actual comment section, I think it didn't unload the comments from the previous video.
Incredible. So everyone's now talking about how Brittlebones Nikki is amazing. And you can pretend that they're actually responding to what's going on in our stream. And we can pretend that we have like millions and millions of viewers. It'd be great. Guys, chat's moving so fast. I just can't keep up. I say that, but then when we have 10 people or 11 people here and they're all talking, chat moves too fast. So I can't imagine thousands, like hundreds and thousands. I mean, I do. I wonder like how strange it might be.
Oh my god.
To be a streamer when you have like maybe the thousands of people in chat and just the chat moves at like a million miles an hour. Like it must be insane.
The streamers that are like streaming for thousands of people and still talking to people in chat, I don't know how they do it. I would get so overwhelmed.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, right, if you get to this is why I'm so happy where we are with like, if we get a lot of viewers, like it's like 10 or 11, and that's perfect for me because I engage with everyone in the chat. So that would be like, if we're having a discussion stream, this would be like that's perfect because then I can engage with everyone. But if you have that many viewers, they're talking all the time, so yeah, it's impossible to keep up with all of it. So you kind of just have to,
for sure.
You just have to like select one in 1,000 and then read that, and then it just becomes like a raffle where everyone is vying for your attention.
Well, and then you get like people that like repeat their same thing over and over and over and over and over and over, and it's like
yeah. Oh yeah, well people
they
like,
read it and they didn't want to reply to it.
Yeah. People will say the same message.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gemini,
I
what were
just
you
like
saying?
sometimes.
Nothing apparently. Go on, Taters.
I was gonna say sometimes when streamers are like talking to their audience and then they ask a specific person a question, and then they try and find the response in the sea of messages.
Yeah.
And they're like, hang on, and then you can see them like moving the cursor or like you know using the touch screen and like squinting, and they're like, that always cracks me up because it's like, why would you put yourself in this?
Oh god. I've also I also found like the first time I started like understanding what a live stream was, I thought that everyone was being very rude, and like when, let's say, like a streamer asks a question that chat can answer and then chat answers, suddenly there's a flood of the same answer, like again and again and again and again and again. I'm like, guys, they get it. Like, they get the answer. You sent the answer. Like, they get it. That was the first time I thought about it. And then I realized, wait, each of those people don't know, like, first of all, there's a couple seconds delay, and also they don't know if their answer is going to be the one, because if one of them answers but no one else does, then the streamer's going to miss it. So it's interesting.
Or they're all typing the answer at the same time and they all hit send second. And
it's so crazy. It's such a wild medium. Yeah. Kind of like what?
Grillwood.
Oh, do you mean you mean like specifically the meme itself? Yeah. That's exactly how it worked. That is exactly how it worked.
That is how it happened.
Yeah. Anyway.
Alfred's lying.
Hey guys, did you know that Grillwood was a dark scarlet wood harvested from the Greel trees native to the planets Pi 3 and Pi 4 in the Pi system? It was a favorite luxury item to the galaxy for its color.
There you go. Sorry, I couldn't mute him fast enough, and so you got the first part of it, but it's okay. It's okay. He won't hurt you anymore. It's fine. Is he done?
Won't let me unmute you.
There you go. He's done now.
The Greel comptometer.
Oh, nope. No, he's down again. All right. Should we give him a couple minutes? Is he back? Maybe.
I might have a headache, but I am a gremlin.
Chaos.
Okay. So,
did you know that Cult of the Lamb is an ancient Japanese game?
Wait, what? Well, hold on. Gemini first. What is an ancient Japanese game?
Cult of the Lamb.
Oh yeah? What kind of game? Is it a game you're playing right now?
Yeah.
Oh, Cult of the Lamb! Oh, I've heard a lot about that game, actually. Yeah, I've heard it's really good.
One the other day.
Yeah. It's so cool.
Yeah.
What do you think about it?
Apparently, if you defeat all the bosses and you go to the one that waits, and you fuse Zaffa, you get to have all the bosses as your little companions.
That's so cool. Yeah. That's very, very, very cool. Yeah, I love.
I've already defeated I've already defeated the Dark Wood boss, which is Leshy, and now I have to go on to the next ones.
Great job, dude. Grow your lamb cult.
Thank you.
Make them all worship you.
Yeah.
Go on, Taters. What were you saying?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, you asked me what media I've been consuming.
Yes.
And not lots, but just last night we started watching the Vox Machina season 2 because
you mentioned
season 3
that
is releasing.
Yeah. I saw. Hang on. This is actually a perfect time now, because if we're gonna talk about Vox Machina,
oh my god.
I love Vox Machina. I need a poster quickly, so we can talk about it. Yeah, this is. Hold on a second.
So while you do that, I have already watched season 2, but I don't really remember like elements of it. I think partly because I've watched that part of the actual play, so I kind of have like
you've like watched that arc. Interesting.
Mixed together, you know, like
yeah.
We're like, was that in the show or in the campaign? So we're rewatching season 2 because we started the first episode of season 3, and then I was like, wait, what's happening? Hang on, whoa, where are we? Who's doing what? Who said that? So then we were like, well, we'll just go back and watch the last episode of season 2. So then we looked at the synopsis, and I was like, I don't know what's happening. So we went back and I read all the synopses all the way across. And I was like, I don't remember any of this. Watch it again. No, we're watching it again. And quite enjoying it, actually, considering I've already seen it twice, apparently. But I really love a lot of the elements that they've chosen to add, but also I find it really interesting to see some of the changes that they've made. Like there's some NPCs, or actually there's a couple player characters that were guests, and they changed the way the characters interact with the party.
Really?
Yeah, so there's a character named Zara. She's a tiefling. She joins the party because Ashley Johnson was away because she was still filming the show that I can't remember the name of.
Oh, it's got one of those like flash blind or like flashpoint or something like that.
Blind spot. I don't know. Whatever.
Blind spot.
Anyway,
yeah, that's it. Yeah.
It's not actually what it is. Okay.
Yeah, it's called blind spot. Yeah, it's called blind spot. Also, Alphax, I remember the first time, the last time you put a poster as your background and got booted for a few minutes. That was Star Wars. It was Ant-Man and the Wasp. We were talking about Quantumania, and and it was a Marvel poster, and we got booted. That was I don't know if the team at Critical Role. What?
Was it not the D&D movie?
No. Oh, I mean, it could have. Not a bad.
I didn't see that stream. I did see you get booted when you did the Ant-Man and the Wasp.
It was I remember being held up for the Ant-Man.
I mean, it could have been twice.
But yeah, if either of you could tell me like if the stream changes a lot or if it gets booted, then please let me know. But for now, go ahead, Taters.
So Zara is a player character that was a guest because, like I said, Ashley was away. It's possible there was more than one player away, but I think it was just Ashley at that point. So they had these two guests. One of the characters was named Kasha. That character was pretty similar to the way it was played in the campaign, from what I remember. They just like leaned a little bit heavier into some of his character quirks, which I like that. Like sometimes when you're playing a game with a character you just wrote and you don't have a great feel on them, you look back and you go, when I first started playing them, I wish I did this more. So I could see
I feel
them,
that. Yeah.
Leaning into that, right? But with Zara, they completely changed her. She has this sort of rivalry going on with one of the characters of Vox Machina, and in the campaign she was like buddy, she was super close, it was like an old friend. So it's really interesting to see that they've changed that and the way that they've changed it, and they're both voiced by the guests that played them, which is really great. But I think they did it because some of the things that they have to take out of stories like that to make them into the animation, I think they wanted to remove some of the smaller features but keep some key things. And to do that, they kind of just had to have an antagonist character going on in the littler things.
Yeah.
So I think that's kind of why they did it. But it's really cool to see the changes and how the characters interact, and the Vox Machina characters are all really true to how they were. So it's cool to see them interacting with essentially what's a new, which is a new NPC, right?
Yeah.
It's a new character, same name but new character. So it's cool to see them interacting with something new, given that the campaign's been over for years. So yeah, I'm actually really enjoying that part of it.
That is very cool.
But I love the animated series. I think they did such a good job.
So I watched. I don't have Amazon Prime because I do so loathe subscription services just as an idea. I know they're unavoidable, but I really do. So I try to keep it to a minimum. So I have Disney Plus for Star Wars and a little bit of Marvel stuff and maybe some other stuff as well. I have Netflix, but it's not mine. It's my family's, and I as long as I have like a temporary password and I tell Netflix I'm on vacation, like it will work a little bit. So we've been doing that. We just recently got that to work, so that's been nice because Netflix still has some really good stuff on it. But then of course when every other like network ends up with its own thing, they've all jumped on. So now every single network out there are like maybe 50 different streaming services, I would imagine, not even an exaggeration. And Amazon Prime is just one of them that I haven't gotten around to. But I have been told that it actually has some bangers on it. Like it's one of the good ones apparently. Still,
it's Prime. So
yeah. So when when Hiron and I were in the UK on our trip last year to go to Star Wars Celebration, the Airbnb that we stayed in had Amazon Prime on the TV, and we watched like the first 2 episodes of the first season, I think it was, and it was very funny. I really enjoyed it. It was super cool to see the characters. I'd only seen a little bit of campaign 1. I haven't seen a lot of it, and just to see, it almost felt like as the D&D campaign is going on, you know, when you're really paying attention to a D&D campaign, you're kind of imagining what would this be like as a movie or as a show or whatever. Like you're imagining it in your head in pictures, and the animated show feels exactly like that. It feels exactly like how they would have told it, which it is, because they're in creative control of it. So of course they know how it's supposed to be told. But I think it's really cool how much of an accurate picture it tells. That was the most impressive part for me, that it felt exactly how I would imagine watching a Critical Role episode. Like in my head, all the cinematic moments and things as they're described, like I imagine them happening exactly as they do in the show. So that's really, really, really cool. And they took a lot of creative liberties as well to like expand on some of the scenes. The next thing, I've seen the trailer. I've seen a teaser. They put a teaser out for season 3, which is like Vax.
They put the whole first episode on YouTube.
Oh, really? That's crazy. That's super cool. Or good marketing strategy.
Very marketing strategy.
That's Prime. It's on Prime.
Yeah.
Like on Prime's YouTube channel.
Well, you should go watch that if you haven't seen it yet, anyone. I will do that for sure. But yeah, I saw a preview of it on TikTok, and the production quality has like ramped up. It's crazy. Like season 3 is looking to be super, super exciting.
I did hear tell that season 1 and season 2 are available on YouTube. Now I don't know if it's like available on Critical Role's YouTube. Wait, and you might have to pay their like subscription.
You have to be like a member or something.
Yeah, I haven't looked into it.
I mean, they're currently streaming the season 3 launch party. Like they're live right now.
I know they are. Yeah, I get notifications when they live on Twitch.
That's pretty cool.
I'm not seeing it outside of links to Prime Video.
Fair.
Oh. Daggerheart's getting updated as well. That's pretty cool.
Ooh.
Sick. Yeah, cool. If I didn't already have Prime, I wouldn't go and subscribe to it for this, but you can usually find a 30-day free trial.
Oh, yeah. Video. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So you could do that.
To
watch the 3.
That's super cool. Oh, yeah. The first 2 minutes of season 3. I watched the first 2 minutes of season 3. That was my thing. Also, there's a supercut, which is like the best of season 1 and 2 on Prime Video. Damn. Stuff is... Oh god. Yeah. So season 3 episode 1 full episode is like freely available on the Prime Video, Prime Video YouTube channel. Yeah. That's super interesting.
That's what I just found. I saw a video on I think it was Critical Role's TikTok that was saying that you could watch all of the first 2 seasons on YouTube. But again, it still might have been through it's not a subscription, but you know what I mean. Their subscription thing.
Yeah.
I'm not certain. Or it might be removed now. It because the video that I saw said like before season 3 comes out, catch up by watching here. So it's possible that it was only available for like a week before launch or something like that.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. But yeah, so I'm really enjoying that. And I am so excited for when they do campaign 2. Because that has been greenlit already. And I've watched every episode of season 2. Or of campaign 2.
Shit. Campaign 2 is gonna be animated as well?
Yeah.
That's
Wait,
sick.
so
That's so
The
sick.
season 1
99?
is only part of campaign 1?
Oh, no. So the Legend of Vox Machina is campaign 1. That's the party's name for campaign 1.
Yes.
And they have 3 seasons for that. The third, like season 3, I think might be the last one. Well, they might make more, but I think, but they have 3 out right now. And season 3 was like very recently released, like earlier this year. And then I've recently now been told that the season 2 party, which is called the Mighty Nine, that's coming out
campaign 2, yeah.
soon. That would be campaign 2, yeah. I haven't finished campaign 2 because I got lost. I fell off the track and I had other stuff to do.
Yeah.
So I haven't caught up on it yet. But I did make it to like episode 80 something or whatever, and then I kind of fell off. But that's fine. They're still going strong. It's like season 3, they got awesome new stuff coming, and yeah, they seem to be doing well for themselves, which is really nice. Yeah, unfortunately, I have not much to say about The Legend of Vox Machina specifically because I haven't seen it, but glad you have, and glad you could put some thoughts to it as well.
Yeah, it's super good. I would fully recommend it even if people haven't watched any of the Critical Role stuff because it's so well done.
Yeah. It really, you don't need any context. Like, it's fine
It's
to
very
just pick up.
standalone. My brother-in-law hasn't seen a single actual play D&D. He hadn't even played D&D when he started watching it.
Yeah. Which is such a cool strategy to have, and I think it's a really clever way to go about it. One of the things that I really I find interesting about certain other content, like Star Wars, for example, is a lot of other shows. It's not necessarily required, but like if you, I like what most Star Wars shows have done is that they are standalone, but there's a little bit more enrichment for those who have seen the material in the past. But there are some shows that come out that is like. The other show is like implied required reading for the watching of the current show, and it gets a little bit it's a little bit frustrating because it's nice to have things that are separate IPs just kind of stand on their own. So I like that this show does, without referring you to, hey, you will not understand what's going on unless you watch the D&D campaign and then get through like
it's not gatekeeping
several
itself.
like 600 hours of streamed content. The first 200 of them are like not great quality, and then they get better later, and it's like
the first 200 of them are rough.
Yeah.
But also back then when they were doing campaign 1, they were filming for like 6 hours sometimes.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Like, some of those episodes are long, and for campaign 2, they sort of nipped that a little bit, but a lot of them are still like 4+ hours.
Yeah.
This last one, I think they've really kind of sort of gotten that down to a more of a science. It's a little bit more smooth running.
Yeah.
For campaign 3, which I haven't watched much yet. I was watching it originally when it started to air, but I haven't kept up with it.
You cut it down because lately, I think we kind of see the writing on the wall that most people have less and less time to spend on leisurely activities, and we can't, like, I don't think the average person can sit down and watch 4 hours of content like in a row.
I for sure don't watch it all in a go.
Yeah.
I just leave it paused and go back to my YouTube history or my whatever.
Yeah.
I think one of the other reasons they did it is they're not doing live streaming anymore.
Yeah, they don't interact live. It's like pre-recorded, which
they're filming ahead. Yeah.
What do you think about that? Do you think it's a better decision? Or do you think it's just a different decision? Like, what are the thoughts behind pre-recorded versus like actually live streamed? Because I know that they've also changed the cast used to they've pre-recorded for a while, and then the cast used to hang out in live chat, but now they don't do that anymore even. So what's what are your thoughts about that?
Do or don't. I haven't been on, but when they first started campaign 3, they were still hanging out in live chat. I kind of like the fact that it's pre-recorded. I find because I watched some of campaign 2 while it was live, and I watched some of campaign 3 when it was live, and it was a very different feel in the comments. There was a lot less negativity and a lot less critique, I think, of the players and their choices and the DM's choices, because they realized pretty quick that nobody's watching this.
Wait, like live chat was...
Yeah.
Live chat was
live
more
chat
negative?
Was much less.
Oh, less?
Live chat was
interesting.
more negative in campaign 2.
Ah, okay.
Once they started pre-recording.
So pre-recording is better for that. Okay.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Why do you think that is?
I think people just realize, nobody's listening to me. Like,
interesting. Yeah, you're just kind of talking into the void. Yeah.
I'm not hurting anybody's feelings.
Yeah.
So, like, you can definitely still find the negative side of their fan base for sure.
Yeah.
Obviously online.
They're such exhausting people to be around. By the way, just like the negative side of the Critical Role fan base is
awful.
It's just awful. Absolutely awful.
Yeah.
Anyway,
worse than
continue.
some of the other fandoms that I've been in, but not worse than all of them. But
no, Star Wars still takes the cake for me.
I don't know. Harry Potter used to be pretty awful.
Oh, fair.
Harry Potter still is awful.
Yeah, no, that's
I'm
true.
not in any of the fandom groups
That's
anymore.
true.
They used to just use, Harry Potter, pure blood is better, so I get to be an awful person.
Wow, cool. Eugenics. Love it.
Yeah, it was bad. It was so rough. Anyway, so I found that the comments were just, like, obviously it's not zero negativity, but, like, it was a lot less, I found. And then I also found that the players seemed more energized because they have time in between. They have downtime. They also aren't all on, like, with campaign 1, they were all on Vox Machina for most of the episodes of Vox Machina.
Yeah.
But they
now
aren't anymore.
Now they select
they
people,
alternate
like...
who's on.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's usually like whoever's character arc they're working on, or if somebody had like a major thing, more recently. And I think that they're just like less bogged down, and then also because they're not doing 6, 7, 8 hour like some of them were so long in campaign 1 and campaign 2.
Yeah, I have to say the Critical Role organization, I don't know if it still has the same amount of content, but there was a point during my watching of campaign 2, they were still filming the last episodes, and I was trying to catch up, and the in-between content, like, there was something going on every single day for like hours and hours and hours, and I was like, this is a lot. Like, this is a lot of content, like, for
they've still got a lot going on.
Like, damn. I mean, I imagine they enjoy all of it, but it just it feels like that's a lot of time to be on, like if you're live streaming, you have to be on all the time, like during that stream. And like that's what keeps people there.
That's one of the things that I think is better now.
Yeah.
Because a lot of it, like, they're not live streaming. They do still do occasional live streams. But even when it says they're live, often they're playing something that's been streamed before. One of the other benefits is that now they stream their episodes multiple times on Thursday. So that it can hit more time zones. So they don't have people that are like, well, I woke up at 2 a.m. so that I could watch this. And I didn't realize it was going to be 8 hours, Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't realize it's going to be 8 hours. So now they stream it, like, I think there's an hour in between or maybe it's only half an hour every
Okay.
episode. They just like keep replaying it for all of Thursday.
Oh shit! Really? So it's not like. Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, they
okay.
replay their thing on Thursdays.
Interesting. That's so cool. Just
Yeah.
like get to different time zones and stuff. I have to say, I think for accessibility and availability reasons, I think pre-recording is way better. I would love to like if I were when I think about the upcoming like tabletop campaign that this community is going to go into, I mean we have no choice but to do it live. Because we're not all in the same place, and it's. I mean, we could pre-record, but it could be a plan. But it is something that I think about because accessibility-wise, when you go live, it takes a while for your video to process and turn into a video after you're finished going live. So when you go live, the only time that people can catch it for the first like 24 to 48 hours of you actually being there is when you're literally live in that little time slot. But if you've pre-recorded it, it's already a video by the time you upload it, so you can just keep playing it again and again and again and again throughout the whole day, and that's it. I mean, I think that might be. I mean, that makes sure that it gets to every time zone, which is pretty cool as well.
And the other nice thing is, you have the ability to like film it, record it whenever is available for everybody, but you can still play it on Thursday. Like there's this Thursday, right? So sometimes they record back to back, or sometimes they record 2 or 3 days in a row, but we only see it every week. So I find that to be a benefit for them because then they are on when they're on, and they don't have to be stressed and like Sam was late for a whole bunch of them because he had a job and he couldn't make it, and then he's flying in at the end of a however many hour workday, and you could tell sometimes they were tired. It's the end of the shift or whatever, right?
The
I
other
think that definitely has its benefits that way too. You can film when people are on and available.
Yeah, absolutely. The other like most famous actual play being Dimension 20, I think they got that right from the jump. Like I don't think they ever did fully live stuff. They just pre-recorded from the get-go, which was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was always
they uploaded to a streaming service rather than doing live streams on something like
they
YouTube.
weren't on Twitch or YouTube. Which I think doing it pre-recorded. Also, Dimension 20 does a lot of editing and like post-processing stuff at the end, like sound effects and stuff, which is it's like a whole different style. Like it's not the same. Critical Role is very much long form, like minimal editing, sit down and chill kind of vibes. But Dimension 20 feels more like a show than anything else.
Campaign 3 definitely could be more edited. Like they could be editing out stuff.
Yeah.
Like long pauses or going to get a drink or they could be editing out the in between stuff. I'm not saying they're editing out interactions or anything, but that stuff that wasn't edited out live where okay, so-and-so's gone to the bathroom, so I guess we'll wait to see what they say, or, like that.
Yeah, it's
so
like...
that stuff could be edited. I haven't seen Campaign 3 much.
It's like, it's like when they, I think there's a charm when it comes to like the live show when someone goes to grab some water or something. That's all part of the vibe of just sitting down and hanging with some friends. But then for people who are coming back to watch the actual video, it's just like you don't need to see that. Like that's not part of the like you're no longer hanging out. You're trying to catch up. So it's I think to cast the widest net and to grab the most amount of people pre-recorded is probably the way to go. Although there is also a way of you can live stream first and then Jesus Christ. You can live stream first and then edit the VOD. Like cutting out pieces of the video that don't make sense, sorry. Or pieces that are
definitely.
like filler, quote unquote. Not filler as in like filler the way that you guys do it to antagonize me, but filler as in like the when
Lots of
people drink
tabletop
water or whatever.
part of the game or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that wouldn't be filler, that'd be chaff.
Chaff. Ah, interesting. Okay, cool.
Filler is purposely put in. It's not a byproduct of.
Interesting.
Well, it is a byproduct, but a different kind of byproduct.
Yeah. Wow. Okay, I learned something new. The other thing that I was gonna say something else. Something about live streaming. Oh, one thing I heard an announcement for them for Critical Role the other week, month probably, where they talked about how they have their own streaming service, which I don't know if it's been launched yet, but they announced it a while ago. I don't know, like the Legend of Vox Machina is still on Prime, so it's probably not launched yet. But they're planning to go fully self-sufficient, and also, as part of that plan, I heard something pretty fantastic, that they're doing this thing called Critical Role Abridged, where they...
Yes, that's on YouTube.
It's on YouTube?
Yeah.
Yeah, where they
they're
literally they take the first, like they've been doing it with campaign 1, and now you have these bite-sized campaign 1 episodes which have been cut down from 6 hours to like 30 minutes, and it's like the most essential parts only that are in the thing to keep you updated. Like
They've done it with campaign 3 as well, and I think campaign 2.
That's phenomenal. Like that's amazing for someone like me, especially who has like so much to catch up on, you know. Super cool. Super cool. Yeah, are they ever going to release that? Is that still in the works?
Is it called Beacon? Because that is a link on their thing to Beacon.
Yeah, Beacon.
TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it is a thing.
Looks like up already.
Well, I wonder why is the Legend of Vox Machina still on Prime then, if they have their own thing? Unless they have a contract with them, in which case, you know, that's...
They have a contract with Prime.
That's understandable.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely a contract.
Campaign
It's the Prime original.
Oh,
Campaign 2
yeah.
is connected with Prime as well.
Okay, cool. Beacon.tv, yeah.
There is a bunch of stuff free on Beacon.
Yeah, Exandria Unlimited, Mighty 9, Cooldown, Critical Role Abridged. Damn. This is super cool.
Tons of stuff for free, actually.
The Critical Role Abridged is also all on YouTube.
Yeah.
That's fantastic, yeah.
Although all I'm having pop up right now is for campaign 3.
That's awesome.
Pardon?
That's really awesome. Yeah.
They have tons of stuff that I didn't even realize they have, actually. They've got a series called Moon Ward,
Oh.
which has Liam and Marisha and somebody else DMing.
Oh wow, like a
think-
little duo. That's pretty cool.
It has 2 other people that I just don't know. So there are 4 people and what looks like a DM. I don't know what that is. Then they also have all their Daggerheart content, but they also have Candela Obscura.
Yes, I know about that. Yeah.
They have Midst.
I don't know what that is.
I think it's a podcast show.
Oh really? Nice.
Yeah. It's got tons of stuff I didn't even realize they had. I've been very out of the Critical Role loop for a while.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
Since we finished campaign 2.
Yeah, same.
I've never been in the Critical Role loop.
I think you would like Critical Role campaign 2. I wouldn't recommend campaign 1. It's rough.
All
The story
I've
is
watched
great.
Critical Role is the Vox Machina animated season 1.
The story of campaign 1 is
Story is
great, but like getting through the live shows, I think they were still finding their feet and stuff. It's entertaining. It's just
and they weren't on
long. It's just a lot.
They were following Geek and Sundry's formula, which was not the best set for them.
Yeah.
when they first
Yeah,
They
by
really
campaign
found
2
their
they'd had
feet.
their own place.
Yeah, I think so.
They
Or,
didn't
like,
have the dome of Dimension 20.
Yeah, no.
No, but have you seen what they have for campaign 3?
Yeah, they have their own.
No.
They have their own like
They have
everything.
their own. It's incredible.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Um.
Anyway,
really-
now
I
it's
really-
being Critical Role. So.
Yeah. I really would like to hear what you think of One Piece. Well, I have not. I don't know.
That is a part 2 to a comment that has been eaten, apparently.
Oh, okay. What? That's the fun part about writing a story rather than
No.
TTRPG?
That's weird. I know I sent that.
Did you
have
though?
like
I
suspects in it?
I'd said that I recommend watching the One Piece on Netflix when it comes out and as it's coming out.
Oh, okay. Is it not out yet? I thought it was out.
No. So, because of the popularity of One Piece and the fact that it is over 1,000 episodes long, a lot of it being filler, a lot of it being drawn out bits.
Yeah.
Netflix, because of how popular One Piece has gotten for Netflix with the live action,
Yeah.
they've decided to remake the anime,
Whoa.
starting from the beginning,
Oh,
where they cut out the filler and the chaff and everything that really slows down the pacing of the animated series.
That's crazy.
And
Very cool.
as I said, I would like to hear about what you would think of it, just because a lot of the main theme of the series is being anti-government, or not necessarily anti-government, but anti-corruption in the government, at least.
Okay, well, hold on a second. Let me go find a One Piece poster so we can put that up there.
That is a field of flowers.
Let's go here. This looks good. Yeah, there we go. Okay.
Let me know when you're ready.
Hold on. I'm busy doing video editing in real time.
It's always fun watching you in real time.
Just
try and mess
moving-
with.
Just moving all the things around. That's me. Okay, cool. We're in a good... Oh my god, that's perfect. That's perfect. Look at that. There you go. Okay, tell me about One
Beautiful.
Piece.
But a consistent thing that the main crew of One Piece does is overthrow governments and help either reinstall the correct government or the air quotes correct people in power.
Yeah. What are the correct people in this case? Like, does it vary depending on the place they interact with?
It varies. Most of the time, it's not necessarily changing the type of government. It's just like, oh, this people who were or the king who was actually treating his subjects well got overthrown by an evil guy. So now we gotta kick the evil guy off the throne and put the old king back in place.
Okay. Cool. So no systemic change at all. Just kind of just put the good version of the same system back on, right? Do they ever
A little bit.
in One Piece? I mean, have you seen all the 1,000 episodes of One Piece?
I stopped watching it at about 300 something episodes in and switched to the manga,
Okay.
and I have since caught up.
God damn. That's just
It is.
that's incredibly intimidating for me. I don't think I would ever. Yeah. I mean, it's cool to think about as a concept, but I don't know if I could dedicate so much of my life to that. 1,000 episodes.
That's why I suggest watching the One Piece, because it's
Yeah.
gonna be a lot shorter, and you can watch it as it's coming out instead of feeling like you have to catch up on 1,000 episodes.
Honestly, I would be fine with that. I think I might just do that. Yeah, I'd find it interesting to think about. I've been told there's quite a lot of political undertones to the show of One Piece, but yeah, as someone who's seen a couple episodes and caught up through the manga, what do you what do they ever? When they encounter a place, is there ever any kind of systemic change, or what do you think the lessons are? What do you think the takeaway is from a show like One Piece?
For the main crew, it is very much just a thing about freedom.
Okay.
So even though, like they do put like a couple of like a king back into place, that king actually did take care of the people that he ruled over.
Yeah.
But for the main crew, it's a lot about having the freedom to make that choice of who you, or not necessarily who you want to rule over you, but like just having that freedom to do the thing that you like to do.
Okay. All
All
right.
Like it's still coming out, and hilariously, we are finally getting to the beginning of the end.
Wow.
How long that's going to be, I still don't know.
Wait, it's still being
Because
made? Like it's not even done
It
yet?
is still being made to this day.
Oh no. Okay.
I am still reading chapters as they come out, and we have
When-
just now gotten to the beginning of the end.
When did it begin? Like when did this start? Do you know what year it began?
98.
Jesus. So it's been like 20
And
years, like 30 years
It's
almost.
been 26 years.
26 years? That's insane.
And the crazy part is, Oda, the author, has had the ending in mind this whole time,
Wow.
but he just kept adding stuff and kept having them do, and just he just this idea sounds fun. Let's do this real quick.
Oh god.
But he's built such a vast world and lore.
Honestly, respect to the world builders for that. I think there's something really cool about sinking your teeth into something this expansive. Like there's a fantasy series of TV shows. When you think of a TV show with 1,000 episodes, it really makes you balk and you go like, I'm not going to get through any of that. But some people who really like books, for example, which is a nice parallel to draw to, will very, very easily and very happily sink their teeth into like Robert Jordan's The Wheel of Time, for example, which has like what, 17 books in it, and they're all like biblically thick. Like they have he's written so much, and he died before he finished it all, I think. And like, then there's, George R.R. Martin with the Song of Ice and Fire books. Like that's however many books he's writing, he's still getting out a couple of them. If you start to think of it along that parallel, then maybe it's a little easier to understand like why people would sink this much time into it, because it's just this expansive world that you can experience and explore. And I mean, I have always really valued... Oh my goodness.
Boba?
No, I'm not going to watch One Piece. We're talking about One Piece. She got very
I
excited.
think you should watch One Piece.
I'm gonna
It's
watch
so
the
good.
shorter version when it's on Netflix.
I would commit to watching the shorter version. I don't know if I could watch
Yeah.
the longer.
We can watch it.
If
We
you
can watch
want-
it together, even like when it comes out. Thank
Ooh,
you, my love.
that sounds
Thank
fun.
you for buying
Very
me.
cool.
If you want,
Boba.
it's not quite the same, but the live action is a much shorter. Like it's going to be even shorter than the anime that Netflix is going to be making.
Oh damn. Okay. All right.
But it gets the gist of it.
So
It gets most of what you really need to know.
So this is my Gongcha. It says beer with a couple extra letters. I don't know if you can see that. And apparently you have to shake it. You have to shake it, like that.
Okay.
I'm so scared that this is gonna come out and wet my entire shit, like everywhere. Just turn it upside down. Oh god. And now what? Shake. I'm scared. I'm so scared.
MJ doesn't know how to do boba.
A little bit of water came out. I was very. It's just moisture on the side of the glass.
I was gonna say that's called condensation.
Okay. Guys, you don't understand. This setup is my life's work. All right. Wait, we have to
what's
pierce.
a couple drops of water?
We have to pierce the thing. Okay, you ready? One,
Have
Yeah,
you
two,
had
three.
actual open cups around this setup before?
Oh shit!
Yeah,
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh
Normally
shit!
just has a glass of water.
Okay, we did it. We did it.
Oh, come on.
Okay. Okay, it's done. It's done. It's done. It's done. Right, here we go.
Watching him
Gotta do it
struggle to get that
aggressively.
straw through.
Shut the fuck
You
up.
gotta do it aggressively, like the hot lesbian on TikTok.
No, because then
Yeah.
water, the juice would like spill out, and
No,
then
it
I'd have a.
doesn't.
Mmm. Oh. Oh, the bubbles
my
are so
water.
nice. Yeah, sure. It's delicious.
I like that he couldn't finish a sentence because he was just like so excited by the flavor.
Mmm, that's good. Mmm. Wow. That's actually delicious.
Man, you should send that through the screen so I can have some.
I actually am like kind of tempted to order some
Well.
because I didn't even know we had the same places.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll taste the same, but
Apparently we do.
What the?
So yeah, big fan of big fan of the idea of just creating a big world. My goal with my own like novel is to create a series of novels rather than one novel, just from different perspectives. I plan on making the planet that the story occurs on big enough to have so many different areas that you could write a book per area, and that's what I plan on doing, just writing a book per area with common characters that like move between the areas in the world who can, but each book will focus on its own insular story but within the greater world, and there'll be a bigger plot afoot as well for those who want to read the whole series. But for those who just want to read one book, they can just pick up at any point and read, you know. So yeah, cool stuff.
sick.
I think the like defining part of One Piece, aside from the like political stuff, is the character moments.
Oh yeah.
Especially like regarding Luffy. I've mentioned it a few times about how like my favorite character archetype is the dumbass who is very emotionally intelligent.
Right. Mm.
And Luffy very much fits that role.
Okay, cool.
One
So he
one
he
part early
understands
on-
people, but he's not very book smart.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
There's at one point early on where he has to, or he is, how does it go? It's been forever since I've watched this part, but basically the orange-haired lady is working for a bad guy, not because she wants to, but because she's forced into it.
Okay.
And Luffy's like, okay, that's not cool. I'm gonna go beat this guy up now. And yes, Nami.
Wow. Everyone knows all about this. This is great.
But there's a moment, the straw hat that he wears is very special to him because it's given to him by I don't really know how to describe his relationship to this character, but basically like his inspirational figure is what I'll say. It's not
Okay.
his main inspirational figure, but it's the guy who kind of like
Like a mentor?
Luffy really looks up to him.
Right. Role model.
Yeah, perfect. But he's
Cool.
the guy that gave him the straw hat that he is known for.
Okay. Okay.
And
cool.
he in that moment when he decides I'm gonna go beat this guy up, he sets the straw hat on her head and is like, "Yep, I'm gonna go get you out from under this guy now because I don't like him."
Interesting.
And like later on, there's another crew member who is being forced to leave the crew and basically sacrifice herself to keep them going. And he's like, I know you don't want to go through with that. Just tell me you don't want to go through with that, and I will save you.
Oh, damn.
Nice. And she's like, yeah, I want to live. Save me, please. I think my favorite moment from the anime is to dive into the politics of it a little bit. There is a group of people known as the Celestial Dragons. They're the top echelon of like the hierarchy of the world.
Yeah.
They own slaves. They can do whatever they want. Nobody can touch them.
Mm-hmm.
It is like you can just say a little quip back and they can shoot you and nobody's gonna say anything.
Damn.
And there's that one moment where one of them is like going to kill a guy that that gave Luffy food. That's all he did. He was actually a guy that worked for the bad guy that had Nami, had Nami working for him. So he was originally a bad guy. He gives Luffy food and Luffy's like, you're my friend now. And then this celestial dragon starts like going to kill him and Luffy's like, no. And punches this man so hard in the anime that he sends him back to the manga.
What?
He makes the scene go black and white.
What? Is this in the cartoon or is it in the show?
Yes, in the anime.
Okay, cool. Oh, goodness.
And it's regarded as probably the hardest punch in all of anime because of the fact that the scene literally goes black and white.
Oh.
And mind you, this is again the people that you are not even allowed to make a mean comment towards without fear of death.
Damn. That's cool. So you said that you liked the main theme about this show, which was freedom. What kind of freedom do you think they strive for in these shows? Because there is different kinds of freedom. When I played during our Star Wars Outlaws playthrough, one of the main themes in Star Wars Outlaws is freedom as well. K-Vess is looking for a way to put aside to like escape her death mark and live her life the way she wants, but a lot of that eventually becomes clear that what she wants is not freedom. There's a little bit of I kind of want freedom from consequence as well that kind of sneaks into the story too, rather than just I want freedom and also I want to be nice to people. Like she is nice to people, but also she does steal from pretty much everyone that she comes across, and she swindles her way through any like talking situation. So the freedom that she seeks, it in a way starts off as some very selfish freedom that is I want freedom from everything, including freedom from the consequences for my actions. So what kind of freedom do you think is sought by the characters of One Piece?
At least from the perspective of the main character Luffy, it is specifically the freedom to be happy.
Okay. Is he not happy? Is that what like starts him on his journey?
That is a little bit different. So his true goal, he has two goals. One is to find the One Piece, but that is the stepping stone to his second goal that he has not actually stated yet.
Oh, okay.
Which is wild.
Wait, in 1,000 episodes, he still hasn't stated his like secondary goal. That's
not his secondary goal, his primary goal.
Oh, his primary
secondary goal is the One Piece.
Wow.
Because the One Piece is what will allow him to do his actual goal.
Okay.
That he has not stated.
Okay. Very interesting.
But I'm trying to remember the scene because he actually like talks about it a little bit with somebody, but it's literally just like he doesn't like seeing people sad. He thinks that anybody who makes somebody else sad, on purpose as a bully, is obviously that's somebody who's not okay, and they need to be dealt with. That people deserve to be able to live a happy life.
Okay.
For Luffy, that is mainly food. He really, really likes food, especially meat. if you give this man food, he is immediately ride or die. Which is why he was
same.
Fair.
when that
Understandable.
one guy that used to work for a previous bad guy.
Yeah.
Literally, he gave him food, and he was like, "I don't even like. You worked for a bad guy, a guy that I beat up at one point. You gave me food. It's fine."
Listen, every good character has their weakness.
To be fair, the man was trying to turn over a new leaf and was trying to be a good guy.
So that's the thing.
That's
There's
like
another.
the best redemption arc I've ever heard.
Yeah. There's a deeper question as well behind the meaning of what freedom means to certain people, but also when you start to elevate your ideals of freedom and you start to spread that to other people, there then becomes the question, to people who are not free, what are you willing to do to the people who are limiting their freedom? How willing are you to enact punishment over liberation? When does the armed struggle for liberation become vengeance or revenge? And to what extent are you punishing versus attempting to rehabilitate? Because if you say, I want the freedom for everyone to be happy, that means that you must also then support the freedom for those who perpetuate unhappiness to also have a chance to be happy as well, and not simply just remove them from the world, because it's a more difficult thing to do. I think there is definitely a line to be drawn from wanting freedom to then evolving that to wanting freedom for other people to then evolving that to rehabilitation versus punishment. And I mean, I wonder if that is at all discussed in the story, or if it is still just, if it hasn't got to that level yet. On One Piece, does it ever reach that moment where Luffy or the rest of the crew decides maybe something structural is in order, so that, you know, the bad guys that we take down, they're just individuals. Like, they represent a bigger failure. If you take down the bad guy, another bad guy will come back. Like, that's how it works. Unless you deal with the underlying issue, then the bad guy will come back again, and our work will never be over. It's like the vigilante issue all over again. You've got, like, the Marvel street-level vigilantes, like I've been recently watching the Defenders saga, and watching heroes get frustrated that bad guys get back out on the streets, and then not watching them, like, them not realizing that it's the very systems that they're upholding that are the reason that bad guys constantly get out on the streets, and that they will never ever succeed, is quite a trip for me. Sometimes it's a little frustrating, but a lot of the times it's just funny. Does One Piece ever tackle that kind of subject matter, or is it still kind of on that level as well?
As far as I'm aware, not stated directly, but
Yeah.
it is a kind of innate point of the series.
Interesting.
This is actually a point that I was hoping that I could segue into there. So that in One
Well, I
Piece
got
there
you.
are three. Thank you. There are three main groups. There's the
Yeah.
world government, which is your standard bad government, and that's made up of the smaller governments of the islands. There's your pirates, like the Straw Hat crew, Luffy and his crew, and all the other pirates, of course, which are just your everyday seafaring lawbreakers.
Yeah.
Obviously, looking to do what pirates do. And then there's the Revolutionary Army. And they're the ones that are actually trying to tackle that problem of taking down the corrupt system and implementing a new, hopefully less corrupt system.
Okay.
They, for the most part, have been working in the background, but lately they have actually been doing more direct things. But it used to be just helping the oppressed people on an island rise up against the government the government instituted system of their island, overthrowing
Yeah.
that and emplacing their own in place of it.
Okay.
But now they're actually directly they're going directly offensive against the world government in taking out, because if you look at a map of the world of One Piece, there's just one big ring landmass around the world called the Red Line,
Okay.
and there's only one city on the Red Line, and that's Marijois, and that's where the Celestial Dragons live. Nobody else lives on the Red Line. The rest of the Red Line is completely uninhabited.
Why?
That's a great question. It's not able to support life, basically.
Okay,
And because of that,
I'm looking at the One Piece
go
world
ahead.
map, and it looks convoluted as hell.
if you want to put a quick image up, I can
That's probably one of the
help
most
explain that.
That's one of the most complicated looking fantasy maps I think I've ever seen.
It is the best fantasy map you will ever look at.
Wait, which one am I? Oh, God. So which one am I seeing? Okay, I found. Oh, okay, I kind of see a shape. That's interesting. Okay, so I found one. I found some artist's interpretation of it on DeviantArt, but I've also. Hold on.
So if you're looking at the map with all the lines between the islands, that is a route map. Just to explain the lore, leaving a bit of analysis
Okay.
and just explaining lore.
Yeah, we do have to leave fairly soon. So
Yes, I will skip that and just wrap up with what I was saying.
okay, cool. No stress. Sure, we can hang out afterwards. I'm still
yeah.
interested in it.
But because of that, they have to import all the Celestial Dragons have to import all of their resources, all of their food, everything.
Oh wow. Okay.
And so the
Are
Revolutionary
they
Army
actual
is
dragons? Or are they
No.
just called that? Okay.
they're just called that.
Okay, cool.
But because of that, the Revolutionary Army has been attacking their convoys, blockading their supply lines.
Oh boy.
And the ones that do make it through, there's basically a big lift that goes up this big cliff that the Red Line is.
Mm.
And if they make it to there, they just take down the big lift and make that inoperable for a while
Oh wow.
to
Okay.
help starve them out and, basically commit a siege.
And this happens
So
in
there
like a
hasn't-
cycle, right? So it kind of goes back and forth. Do they? Do you mean is it like part of the main plot that they're trying to do this to them, or does it just happen over the
Or
course of a couple hundred
the
years?
re-
Like every now and then they stop the lift, and then it gets working again, and then they stop it again and stuff.
No, it's part of the main plot for the Revolutionary Army. There's like
Okay.
there's like 3 to 5 different plots going on at any one time in this series.
Okay. Dude, this sounds rich with content.
It's amazing.
Also, I've just been handed something that.
The episodes.
Sorry, go on, Taters.
I was just gonna say rich with content because it's got thousands of episodes.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
of course, but I
Chopper.
mean, like the lore is also rich as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have just been handed something that I think might mean something to you, Alferg.
Yes, I saw it.
But and also I
That-
see that they're here. Hang on. Yeah, it's literally like on the poster there. You can see them. That's
That
pretty cool.
is kind of the mascot of the series, Chopper. He's
This
he's
is-
the team doctor.
This is Chopper, the team doctor.
He's a
He's
reindeer.
very-
Oh my God.
He's very cute. He's a little reindeer. Yeah. There's a lot of dust on him because he hasn't been cleaned in a while. But
He's also a literal reindeer, by the way.
why is he standing on 2 feet? What is the implications of reindeer that can be bipedal and that can wear
well,
hats
he's
and
special.
talk?
So the magic system of the series is devil fruits. Devil fruits do cool stuff. The devil fruit that he ate is called the human fruit. So it turns you into a human.
Oh god. Okay.
Now you see the problem: if you're a human and get turned into a human, you're just now a human that can't swim.
Wait.
However, because
What? What? Okay.
he's a reindeer, he gets turned into a human reindeer.
If you're a human and you eat the human fruit, you become a human.
It makes
Only
perfect
you
sense
can't
to
swim.
be honest.
Why
Yes,
do we draw the line at swimming? Why is that?
Because that is the thing with all devil fruits. The sea hates devil fruits for some reason.
Oh, they
That's
take
not
away
really
your
explained.
ability to swim specifically. Okay.
Yeah, so when you eat a devil fruit, you just straight up lose the ability to be in water, basically.
Interesting.
You can be in water, but you get weaker as the more of you get submerged.
Okay.
New person.
New person who dis. Well, Tony Cruz, it's or Cruz if you are Afrikaans. It's nice to see you, but we're about to leave today. I'm about to end things. Alfred, I want you to wrap up your One Piece analysis, please, with whatever conclusion you were going to come to.
That was the main thing was just that the Revolutionary Army is the main point of actually dismantling a system and putting a new system in place.
Okay, cool. So the Revolutionary Army is one of the plot lines that specifically decides to actually change the underlying structure of things. Okay, cool.
Yes.
I
being
find
headed
this
by Luffy's dad.
Oh, interesting. Okay. All right. I always find this to be an interesting and slightly frustrating trope of vigilante characters who they're like, guys, I'm gonna brood for a while because all the bad guys I put away in prison, they always end up back on the streets, but I don't want to kill them, and these are my only options, especially if the character is rich, like Batman. And Batman's like, I'm just so sad because all these criminals that I beat up on the street always go to prison, and then they get out and they get more gadgets, and I have to beat them up again. And I never kill anyone, even though I definitely put people in the hospital with severe damage to their bones and nervous system that they will probably never recover from, but at least they're not dead. So that's cool. And that makes me
And also,
the good
go
guy.
to an asylum.
Yeah. I
go
send
to
the worst
jail.
ones, I send them to an asylum. Like the loony bin, the place where we used to send people that we thought were witches. Like I send those people there for help, quote unquote. And then when they get out, I make surprise Pikachu face, and then I go, oh well, time to beat the snot out of them again. And then I get sad because I have to keep doing that for the rest of my life. Because I've not done a single fucking thing to change the system under which these people live and exist and are forced to commit these acts of deviant behavior. And I, as a billionaire, in the case of Batman, have all the materials and resources necessary to end all of this forever. But I won't.
But
because
instead,
really, the true reason why I put people in the hospital is because I'm on a personal revenge quest, and I really actually don't give a shit about systemic change. It's just because my parents were killed. That's it. So yeah, a little bit frustrating. I mean, Batman's still cool, don't get me wrong. But yeah.
Don't do anything for mental health other than send other people to
Yeah.
work on their mental health.
Yeah, exactly.
Thankfully, One Piece only kind of has the problem, that kind of problem, because the main crew, the point of the main crew isn't that systemic change. It is just them doing what they do as they go through their journey.
Yeah.
And then somebody else cleans up the mess after them.
If you also stream for tonight, then I'll probably join. Well, welcome to the stream. It's lovely to have you here. I don't know what tonight means for you. I don't know what time zone you're in. I'm in Korea, and it's currently just midday for me. But in about 10 hours from now, you will be able to see us again. Please go check the community tab on the YouTube channel, and there's a streaming schedule there for you that you can go and check out. So yeah. I live in Korea. I've been here for 3 years. Also, Taters is not a bot, by the way. If you see like the adverts to like join the Discord and stuff, it's not because that's not a bot. It's a real human person who's just taken it upon themselves to advertise. I mean, listen, the Discord messages are pretty, they get pretty botty sometimes, but it's okay. We love you.
Listen, sometimes you don't give me much to work with, so I have to,
I give you nothing to work with. You decided to do this all on your own. I have no control over you.
What's even better about that sentence is that I was trying to do it before you gave me the power to do it, but you can't share links if you're not a mod.
Yeah. So you really just took it upon yourself to become the bot of the channel. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Potato bot.
What a lovely stream this was. A very nice chat about Critical Role and One Piece. How cool. That's great. I was going to talk about Over the Garden Wall, but I will do that in another one. This has been a lot of fun.
We're watching it right now.
Oh, really? They're watching it right now?
Right now. Yeah.
Dude, you gotta... I need you to tell me, like... You need to tell me what they say about it, like, in the Discord, please.
Okay.
I think Arachizi would love to hear about it as well.
If it on a different stream, then I'll have to...
Yeah.
I'll have to invite them.
Sorry for taking up the time with One Piece. What do you mean? This is a media discussion and analysis stream. I'm here for media discussion and analysis. You have provided me with excellent content today, sir. Thank you. Also, the internet loves One Piece, so this is going to be great for anyone who's like stumbling onto it. So yeah.
Oh man, I can't wait to get fact checked by the fandom so hard. Oh my god.
Every fandom has purists. I'm going to put you on the chopping block today. It's going to be great.
There's a couple of guys I follow on TikTok that have to deal with it so bad. Because they make majority One Piece content, and one dude had to have like 7 videos in a row talking about just the size of the world because people don't understand the difference between a primary source and a secondary source.
Oh god. Alright. Crazy. Well, my friends, I'll continue to hang out with you.
Sick.
I'll continue to hang out with you outside of stream if you would like to, but for now, I shall end the stream. So thank you for your insights and for your discussions today. It was lovely. Thank you, Taters, for bringing Critical Role, and thank you, Alferg, for bringing One Piece. And
you're welcome.
I'll see you guys in a little bit.
Thank you for having me.
Goodbye.
Bye.
All right, everyone. You know what to do. It is time. It is time to end the stream. It is 12:26 now here in South Korea. Thank you all so much for watching me today. Thank you for, well, not watching me, but taking part in this lovely media discussion. We've had a great time. Thank you for chatting about all the things that make you happy and all the things that you're watching and reading at the moment. It's been great. We're going to do more of these. I really like these ones. They're so chilled. We just get to like chill and have a discussion. And if anyone's interested in this kind of stuff, anyone wants a moment to talk about the thing that they love and really get into like what they're doing. Like, I like this kind of interview style process where we sort of get into the mind of you and what you think about things and stuff. So that's really cool. So thank you all so much for joining me today. Thanks for making me a part of your day and having us explore this realm together of media analysis and literacy. And I will see you all in about 10 hours when we talk about politics. We're going to be delving into the pretty explosive situation in the Middle East. I'm giving an intro to it. I'm not going into like any expert depth. We're going to, if you need a refresher course on what's going on over there, we're going to talk about it like that in an educational aspect, not in terms of like a political commentary aspect kind of thing. There might be a lot of that in there as well, but mostly the goal will be education. So stick around if you want to know what's going on there, and if you want to connect with what's going on elsewhere in the world, please, feel free to check that out. We're going to have a look at different sources and news sources and stuff to figure out together. I already know a lot about it, so I'm going to disseminate that information to you and share it all. For now, thank you very much again. See you in 10 hours. Take care of yourselves. Make sure you drink enough water. Be kinder to yourself than you're currently being. And I'll see you in the next one when we do it all over again. Goodbye.